to start a fire, so Andre just uses a blowtorch. While they eat something, they listen to Dan's favorite radio show, which blames the zombie attack on eco-terrorists. The host gets to interview the Minister of Security, but the man is the typical politician who dodges questions or answers with vague words that say nothing. Suspicious, the host thinks the government will sacrifice the citizens to clean the area. Dan decides to call the radio station and explain that there are survivors, asking for help. However, the host points out the rest of the world doesn't want the infection, so he wants to know what's going on before taking anyone's side. Frustrated, Dan hangs up. Afterward, Dan and Andre discuss their options and agree they should find the cause behind this so a vaccine can be created. Dan thinks about it and comes to the conclusion it must be in the water because it's the only thing every single person has in common, and he doesn't drink it from the tap because of his paranoia. He even thinks terrorists may have poisoned the water, which Andre finds ridiculous. Moments later, the trio leaves the store with Patricia, whose head has been put into a cage to avoid biting. They find a bunch of zombies covered in green goo and enjoying the sun, and a little girl attacks Dan as soon as she sees him. He quickly pushes her off, but he doesn't have the heart to kill her and keeps going. The group manages to get into Dan's car before the zombies catch up and safely leave the area. Meanwhile, a pair of armed twins sent by the biotech company arrive at the golf club and shoot down every zombie that tries to get in their way without breaking a sweat. Inside, Michel is burning all the contracts and documents related to his deal with the club, but he keeps a small sample of the fertilizer. The twins soon find him and Michel takes one of their suitcases, which contains spheres with the cure that will kill the infection within 24 hours. When he grabs a sphere, the twins capture him and force him to eat the fertilizer sample before knocking him out. As they drag his body away, the sphere drops to the floor. Back to the survivors, they arrive at the water plant and decide to leave Annie in the car or her crying will attract zombies. They can't leave Patricia with the baby, so Dan and Andre bring her along when they enter the building, where a grassy zombie is hiding in the water. Patricia senses this and begins running to find him, so the guys have no choice but to follow her. She quickly finds the pool and jumps into it, causing Dan to jump as well.